Spotted the dog. You're gonna roll over again? Is that the only trick you know now to show people? Roll over? Sure. We're actually going this way, so you can do what you want, but yeah. All right, friends. It is the most beautiful day that it's been for ages. I mean, it's almost chilly out here, it feels like, compared to when it was 100, so yeah. But I still have stuff on my trailer that needs unloaded. And fair time is approaching, friends. So instead of me unloading it and then loading it back up, wouldn't it make sense to just go ahead and, you know, finish putting this up? I think so. So we're gonna try to get started on that right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Brownstown Man. That's Buddy the dog. This is hay bales that you haven't seen. A neighbor offered to sell me some last year's hay he had in the barn for cheap, is what I thought. I mean, there's some of it has corners that aren't great, but they'll eat most of it. They'll pick around what they don't want. The only bad thing is his strings, friends. Look at them. I'm gonna have to go sooner than later and just, I guess, bring a knife out here and start hacking strings, because they are scattered every place, and that ain't gonna work. So I don't know why I didn't just put this bale in there, because I thought, well, I'll need room to work. Well, is that really gonna do me any good here compared to everything else? So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I hate it when I can't keep at a project like this, you know? It kind of breaks my brain. So that's what's going on there. But we need to continue on this way, which would be 2 more posts, and then I'm gonna get this right. We're gonna have to just carry some wood over here so we can physically get this in our brain. 2 more posts to make 16 foot, because obviously we're gonna share that one. That'd be 3. And then we're gonna have a gap left over, so we'll have to put a post out here wherever this is gonna meet. And then that'll take us to our final destination. So basically there's going to be 3 holes we have to dig here, and then this side will have enough done. However, I'm not going to use the boards that I have for this short piece, because it's only going to be like 5 or 6 foot. So I'll get some stuff from town and saw her down. I regret my decision of leaving these lean up against there. And do you know why? Because that little bit of constant pressure was enough to make this middle one lean back and the boards warp. It's just a fun life we live with our modern day lumber. It doesn't take much. So that sucks, but we'll make her better at some point. We'll just peer pressure that back into shape. As it gets wet, it will conform, and the sun will play nice things to us. Everything else set up pretty good. We hit the conditions of digging just about perfect, where you could backfill the hole and it would set up solid. So that's what we wanted. This one actually needs to go a little bit back, but you get it. We can fix it. That's pretty darn good right there. Anywho's, what we're gonna do now is continue on life's way, like I said. So the easiest way to go is gonna be bring some lumber over here to envision it. The tractor is, of course, in the way. That's where this is. I wondered where I left it. There's still some fasteners in there. Everything's gotten just totally drenched with rain, but that's okay. We failed before at life. Why should today be any different? Also, but not limited to, I'm concerned that this is going to end up being exactly in our way. I'm envisioning that, friends. So what I'm working on right now in my brain is, do I need to just take that front end and try to shove that thing forward? Or do we think that it's going to clear? I think it's going to be rubbing on it, probably. Rubbing is racing, so let's go get one board and we'll see what happens. Let's go this way. This is the least offensive way. He says as he immediately catches string with his foot. Friends, that's pretty good. I think we can figure it out. We're not going to have a whole lot of hammer swinging room here, but we'll figure it out. I really don't want to have to go get a loader tractor just to do that. I might just try to bully it. Like I said, that would be the best. But you see the conundrum that we'll end up with. We'll have this space here to fill. So that's okay. We can make that happen. We'll dig a couple holes and then it can't bother us anymore, you know? So it would probably be, I don't know. I need to just go get that John Deere and shove these over so I don't have struggle bus. Let's see how much struggle bus I will have. I might get the ones up here. The middle one's probably going to be the problem. I think we can make it work. I shouldn't have put that row in there. I wasn't thinking, but it works so much easier to continue your rows this way every time and go in front than to try to do a single row all the way back. Things just don't like to participate that way. We'll see if we can accomplish anything. We just have to remember whatever we do. Oh, that's kind of important, isn't it? That we make sure that we have it exactly exactly. It can't be a little bit, it has to be exactly, because we got to be able to get that half and half, you know. So we're gonna go we're actually gonna go there, and we'll stop right in front of the stick, and then that should put us right where we need to be, right? No, dum-dum. We need to go like right there as the middle. Right there as the middle of our thing, and then it'll be good. Let's go. 3, 6, 7, 8. Right about here is the middle. Yeah. So I'll move this board, then we'll try to get the tractor running, which we're going to have to clean off a spot to work, because I don't know why I piled all this on there like I did. I don't know. Why do I do the things that I do? Just put those in there. That's safe, right? Yeah. It's a good way to get a flat tire. Okay, I remember now how I had stuff. All right, I wonder. Nope, I didn't shut the battery off. Wonder if it. Run. There we go. Sure? Pretty good. We'll get repositioned for the other one. I love the way this tractor runs. So the moral of my story is, if you ever get the chance to buy a 770, do it. You won't regret it. They're all right. What I'll do is stand right in front of you so you can't see anything. All right. Now to get out of the way without getting run over. That went fairly painlessly. We'll still have one more to dig. That'll be kind of a trick shot there, but we can make her happen. I'll go get a couple posts and we'll try to get one board figured out on there, and then we'll get them all lined up straight, and then we'll fill in the holes and life should be grand. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. I'm not real sure how I'm going to do this by myself, other than the fact that I need to have a nail started in both ends so I can get it tacked up to this other one. Maybe I need to just tack it to this one first and then knock it loose so I think that's what I'll do. I can't hold both ends up at the same time, is what I'm saying. All right. We're gonna just pack this side first to hold it up for us. And you're going to want to bend the nail so that you can't use it to do what you wanted to do. That's very important. And you're going to want it to tilt back. All right. Sure. That's actually, well, I say that, but all right, now like always, we need to step back and look at our work. But now I guess we got to answer the phone. All right, can you see that? It's kind of good, but kind of not. It needs a little bit of tweaking to it. I need to set the center, I think, a little more straight. How's that look, friends? Does that look like everything's the way it ought to be? I think it does. In which case I can tack the center one down and go get 2 more boards and get them tacked on there. And then we still need to drive the nails in that other section. I never did that. I just got 1 in each board in case I needed to do any tweaking of it or what have you. But I think it's going to go good. Kind of sad that it didn't come out even where it would have just worked. I should have started from this end, I guess, and worked out, but then I would have had an oddball thing over on the other end too, so there's not much you can do about it. I guess at least here, the short thing that looks different, you can't really see from the road or anywhere really, unless you know it's there. So, and then the corner, my wood post will mate up to that other fence, and then that'll be fine too as we continue on life's way with that one and change it a little bit. So I don't know, we got a lot of work to do on fence. We could work on fence every day of my life and still not have it done, so yeah. I don't know that this is worthy of much to you, but some people like it, I guess. Not many, though. That doesn't get a lot of views. But this is what I'm doing. This is part of the life. So you're going to get to see it, I guess. That's the moral of the story. We got a lot of work to do yet, though. I mean, I'm going to end up having 3 boards and 1 post left over as soon as we set that other one. I don't remember why. Why did I end up with that? What was I thinking differently? I thought that I bought some to do something somewhere else, but maybe I'm wrong on that. So in other words, what I'm saying is we got to get almost everything to do the opposite end if we want to do that. And I think we do. I think we want to go, although I think what we measured is we're going to have the first run be 14 feet maybe. Is that right? Was that what I thought it was supposed to be? And then a 16-foot section, and then that would put us even with the middle post out here, and then we would be everything that we hoped and dreamed it would be. Now, in practice, will that work that way? I don't know, but we're gonna try. Oh, didn't even get it up there the first time. Now I gotta start over. I remember now. I hate doing this. That's right. I hate driving those nails in to hold those boards up. All right, you're getting too hot. I got one post set over here on this side. Now my trailer is empty, minus these 3 boards, which are left over. So I actually need to get 1, 2, 3, 4 more posts, I think. Because 2 for that would be 3, and then 1 will be shared, so then 2 more, so 4 posts, and then 3 more boards, and we should be able to finish that. 3 more boards, 14 foot long. I think I need to double check measure, and then I also need to get, I don't know if they'll have 6 footers or if I'll have to get 8 footers and saw them down, or maybe I need to get more 16s and saw off 5 feet so that I have a board that's 10 feet left over or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. We just got to trim this all out now. Finish nailing all the nails and what have you. I kind of cheated on that end. It's going to look dumb from a distance, I guess. But the post is actually set to this side of the fence. And I figured I'd take the board on the face of this post and on the back side of that post. And the reason I did that is because it got it closer to the gap of those panels. And I thought maybe that would be the thing to do. I don't know why I did that. I should have just put it in line, but I guess I can always go this way with some more if I want to make it look pretty somehow. I thought of that anyway because whenever I go out, whenever I want to change directions, it would probably be easier to have a wood post on the corner to change. That's got to go out at an angle, because my ultimate plan is move everything out in front of what's there so that we have a clean path, and then go back from the inside and just rip out the old and be done with it. But I think it will be easier to set it up that way. I don't know if I can fit through here or not. It's going to be tight, friends. I'm a big old boy. There we go. So if I go 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, approximately, let's go over to inline. Approximately right here would be where I would be. And that would be plenty good. There's the old post. that kind of did the woven wire there, but this would be plenty good to shoot my angle down this way. So that may be what I do. I may go there, and I may actually try to get a round post for this corner, because round you could nail to either side, you see, and life would be grand. I don't know. I'm just thinking, trying to sort out what I want to do and try to make it better. I'm going to die before any of this gets finished, or I ever get the enjoyment out of it, I guess. So what's it matter? But I'm going to keep doing it every day because it's something to do, you know. So yeah, I'm just disappointed at the quality of lumber. It is so sad. And the last time, the helper that helped me load it, he was not a very good sorter, even though I scolded him a few times about how I didn't want certain ones. He did sneak in a few that are just absolutely horrendous, which I guess for fence building, I guess that's probably better, so that the people who need to build something nice that has to be square, you know, they can have the better choice cuts, I guess you'd say. So I'm working on right now, thinking about hanging this gate, because I'm tired of it, friends. I'm tired of walking around it falling over, whatever. I got all the stuff to do it. I just need to do it. So why not do it now? I need to go get the, well, I could go get the pickup, because I got a bunch of fence stuff in the pickup that we could keep working on, like insulators for the top of the post so we can run electric wire. We need to do that. And I don't know, just stuff of that nature, friends. Stuff that we need to try to figure out how we want to do it. And I don't even remember how I really was thinking of doing this. It would be better to put the electric on this side of the post, because this would be the place where they would be locked in. Not that that matters. If they want to go through this, they'll find a way. Don't worry. They are good about that. The other thing we need to worry about here when we do this in a minute is, can I get that bolt loose? And yeah, is that even going to be, I probably just need to get a new one, to be honest with you. So I may not be able to do this today. But it certainly would be nice to have this almost done, because all we got to do then is just minor things, you know, just finishing stuff. And it won't be tomorrow when I go buy more supplies. I'll wait till, honestly, probably after the fair time, because I won't have any time to do any of that. Well, I might, I don't know. But I don't want to have the trailer loaded down with stuff. It's the moral of my story, because I'll be using the trailer. And I like to do this fence when you can just leave it on there till the next day, and then you don't have to be unloading, because you got to have the trailer. I like to have it on there because it stays flat when it's laying on the trailer. These will probably warp by the time I use them. So maybe I need to force myself to plug on at this. But yeah, mental note of what we need, and continue on our way. I'm going to go see about grabbing the stuff we need, and maybe I'll just go ahead. It may be getting too dark for you, but you guys are pretty bored by this anyway, a lot of times, based on the views, so I may just go ahead and do this and not worry about the old YouTubes. But yeah, just get my gate hung, and then I can work on the other piddly stuff in the dark here. So that's what I'll do. The sun is setting on us, friends. Very colorful though. Don't know if that all comes through on camera. Looks kind of nice. But yeah, we're gonna hang some gates, or hang a gate, I should say, if I don't drill through my arm before I get there. I don't know if you can see all that or not. Doesn't matter. I thought I'd see if I could get this off of there. I guess I should get the hinges out of the pack and see whether they're actually gonna fit in any of this stuff. And I could also drop that. It occurs to me that when I put them on the other side, I had to really struggle to get that in there. So I should perhaps do a check here. Last time I didn't get the kit. I got individual stuff from the store. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna suffer. So now the question is, let's just bypass what's here and use all new stuff. Then we don't have to fool with anything. That won't work. I need to go down lower. That's gonna suck. It's gonna suck a lot, but I gotta do it. Stupid gates. All right. That's good. I don't know if you can see or not, but we're gonna make this happen somehow or another. Did I hit it square? Pretty good. Yep. It is probably getting too dark for you, so I'll shut you off. But I'm switching to all the new hardware. I'll take this off and swap it. The bottom one, you got one welded on, so I just put it underneath, drilled my hole accordingly, and that's how we'll roll. But I think I'll finish nailing all the boards before I hang the gate on there so the weight doesn't pull it all out of whack. So yeah. All right, it's the next day. Got a little dark there. I'm not getting this finished. I got too much stuff to do, but I did get the gate hung on here, so that's good. But I do want to do one more thing before we call her quits. I bought these gate wheel things, which are supposed to help you keep the weight off the gate. And these gates are super heavy, and they need it. So we're gonna attempt to put these on. What you're gonna have to do, though, to make this work is not have them all the way at the end, because yeah, there's a spiky weed right where we need to work. That's about right. I mean, I'm envisioning them being like in the neighborhood of here, probably, kinda, not quite at the edge. I like the idea of having a piece of wood or something they can rest on, and the wheel won't hit the ground all the time. It'll only hit certain times, so that's fine too. Now, not knowing anything about anything, it sends along some kind of pad of stuff, which I question whether that's going to work. We'll see what happens. It says to wrap this stuff around this thing, which I don't get that. I don't think that's going to do anything for us, but more power to you. Yeah, that's not even gonna, it's not gonna participate. We'll get one on here and we'll see what happens. Well, so far I'm not enamored with this. Also, somehow in this process I managed to lose one of the nuts that we need, so that's just about right, you know? Why would we not do that? I have no idea where that went. None. I'm gonna have to get an actual wrench to finish this. This ain't going my way, friends. But it is gonna do the thing that I want it to do. Yeah. I can't believe that I lost one of the things already. But that's what I wanted. That works splendidly, actually. It hits the ground when it needs to, and then brings her up to home position here. All right. Now I gotta do the same thing for the other one. And I guess for the other one, we're gonna have to go to town and get more hardware, because I mean, what could have happened to that other nut? It was right here, and then it wasn't. So sure. All right, well, like so many things around here, it's halfway a nice ending, halfway not. We're gonna have to get another bolt. I don't know why we somehow lost that nut for this other one, and that's all she wrote. So, but it is going to do the thing. Obviously that one won't stay where we put it because we don't have it tight enough. But those are going to do the thing that I wanted. I just have to fine tune the system there. So I'm sure this is a metric bolt, so we'll have to get a metric nut to go on there, take the place of the one that I lost, because I don't know how I lost it. It was right here, now it's not. So anyway, we'll do that, get that put on there, and then I think we'll have this almost done, other than just some fine tuning and whatever, and that's okay. It's not going to be that difficult, just taking the time to do it, and today I don't have the time. I got other stuff that has to be done by tomorrow morning, so I got to do that instead. So I guess you're going to have to take this as your video, like it or not. That's the way it is. And I'll bring you back sometime when we're doing something more interesting, you know. So as always, friends, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Do you suffer from low intelligence and are easily entertained? Well, then hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment, and that way we can keep making entertainment that your feeble minds can understand. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.